Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Tom Spark and welcome back to another video. Today I have some updates about the Netflix VPN issue. Now, if you guys didn't know, Netflix has started a new age of crackdowns on VPN users. They don't want you using VPNs with Netflix because they have some kind of geo restrictions and licensing things they have to implement into the service. So basically, why are people using VPNs with Netflix? Well, by using a VPN, you could bypass geo restrictions that Netflix enforces. So let's say you're in Japan, you can watch USA content or vice versa. VPNs are very useful for doing this with Netflix. And for the most part, in the last couple of years, it's worked pretty well. However, it seems like every year or so, there's always a serious crackdown on from Netflix that tells people you can't use a VPN. We're not going to serve you the content that you think you should be able to get, depending on the region you are, if you're using a VPN. So in a lot of ways, Netflix is kind of anti-VPN. If you're using a VPN with Netflix, you're only served up really like Netflix original titles, not any unique content to the region of the server you're connected to on your VPN. A lot of people are kind of mad at Netflix for doing this. They think that this is kind of anti-privacy, or the fact that Netflix is restricting VPN users is really annoying. A lot of people want to cancel their Netflix subscriptions or even their VPN subscription and do other things that I don't recommend here on the channel, like torrenting Linux ISOs. That said, most of the VPNs out there are trying to figure out ways around this, and they're not giving up quite yet. That's because the Netflix unblocking business has become quite large, and most VPNs know that by unblocking Netflix and providing this utility to users, a lot of people are going to subscribe to VPNs for this region. So guys, what are some of the updates on some of the most recommended VPNs here on the channel? It seems like most VPNs I'm talking to are kind of providing a limited amount of information on how they plan to move forward in the future. However, what I can say is that most of the VPNs I recommend here on the channel do want to unblock Netflix and stuff like that in the future. They're working on solutions right now, trying to provide you the service that you want to unblock geo restrictions. So stuff like TorGuard and WaveVPN and a lot of the other ones recommended in Tier 1 are actively working on solutions that should get you to unblock these services very soon. I wish I could provide more information about that and the techniques and plans they have going forward, but unfortunately, they don't want Netflix catching on to some of these techniques and tactics that they're going to implement. So at the end of the day, a lot of VPNs are having problems. A lot of VPNs are being blocked. Almost every single major VPN provider is having issues right now, and hardly any of them worked. There was a period of time a couple days ago where some of them were working, but as of right now, almost testing most of them aren't working right now, which is definitely unfortunate. However, if you're someone who's worried about this, or you're worried that your VPN has now become useless for the chosen utility that you want to unblock geo restrictions, I'm trying to encourage you to be patient. Most of these VPNs that I've recommended here on the channel are actively working on solutions, so it's just up to you to be patient and hold tight. Maybe watch some Netflix originals, maybe watch some other streaming services, or whatever you want to do. Stuff like YouTube, watch some of my videos, and things should be back up to normal, maybe within a week or two. I think that should be a good timeline, maybe even tomorrow. It kind of depends on some of these VPNs and how they're able to move forward. But fortunately, guys, if you want to stay up to date on some of these things, check out my subreddit, reddit.com/r/Netflix via VPN. It's just kind of a community of people expressing their issues and stuff like that, some of the common fixes and experiences people are having. And I'll see you in the next video very soon.